Thank you. Let me start. Cool hai. So delete this. So we were discussing about the string concept, what is the string and what is the importance of string, everything we had seen. And I told you in any kind of data structure, string is the important data structure. Why? Because if you are going to fill any kind of form, in that we had seen around 70 to 80% fields are in the form of the strings. So in that case, I can say string is very, very important, right? So let's understand, with the understanding the importance of the string, we are going to start string itself, means what is the string and why and very depth we are going to understand all those things. Let's some inbuilt function we are going to discuss. Let me delete these things, why it is not getting removed. Okay. Now it's fine. Let's understand some inbuilt function of the string. I'll show you the practical, don't worry, inbuilt functions. So first is number one, len. Len is one of the, okay. Guys, if anyone is waiting in the waiting room, please ping me personally. I'm not checking your that window wherever you are. So please check that. If you are waiting for my response, then please feel free to ping me at a time. Okay. So, and there is another thing is that membership functions. Membership functions. Membership functions. Number 3. In membership function, how many membership operators was there? In, is, in, these are the membership operator we had discussed, right? Then we are going to discuss about the comparison operator also you can apply. So comparison operator, what is that? Greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. These are the comparison operator also you can apply. Fourth is that after comparison operator is that there is some function is that removing the spaces from the string. There is, in order to remove in the spaces from the string, we are going to use some functions. One is rstrip, another is lstrip, and third one is strip function. Okay, so these are the functions we are going to use to remove the spaces, in order to remove the spaces. Okay, so let's understand all those things first, and then we'll move more function, more inbuilt function. Let me open my Jupyter notebook. So how to open the Jupyter notebook? If you doesn't know, then check me. So what is happening there? Just a minute, let me out from the server. So in case of Mac and Ubuntu user, you can use this command, or Window user, you just try to use Jupyter space notebook. This is the command for Window user. For Mac user and Ubuntu user or CentOS or any kind of Debian operating system, they can use this command, Jupyter-notebook. Just press this, it will open here. Okay, so let me share this screen first. My screen is visible, right? Are able to see my Jupyter notebook. So let me go to the desktop, and someone is facing to issue create a Python file, right? So check me how I'm creating the Python file. So go to the Python. Your batch name is July, right? 8 July. No, I guess 20th July. 10 July. So this is that we had discussed. We are going to deal with the string data structure. So if you want to create a new Python file, there is an option to create a new Python file. New Python file, it will get created. If you want to create a new folder, so just click again new, and there is an option to create a folder, right? So you can create your new folder, and once you are creating, see, can you see this? Automatically untitled folder got created. If you want to rename this, check this checkbox and click on rename. So you can give the rename test folder, anything, whatever you want. So likewise, you can create your new folder, and new folder got created. Go inside. If you want to create a new Python file, click on new and click on new Python file. So a new Python file got created, and here you can give any name, whatever you want to give, test Python. One more important thing I feel to elaborate you, whatever you are creating here, in case of Jupyter notebook, that file extension is IPYNB file, means my Python notebook. Just try to understand the complete extension of that. My Python, IPYNB stands for my Python notebook. Okay, so this is that extension. And if you want to convert this Python file into Py file, basically whenever I will show you the deployment part, how we are going to deploy into the server. So we are not going to deploy the IPYNB file for sure. Now AWS in the 2021, in the month of March, they had integrated these things as well. So you can deploy your Python notebook file as well. Means I find IPYNB file also you can deploy, but it is not recommended at all. Only AWS is supporting these things. Other servers are not supporting. So we should learn global part, whatever globally is extended. So always go with the industry standard. IPYNB is not extended, not a industrial approach of coding. But yes, we are at the learning stage. So here in IPYNB file, what is the benefit is there? You can write single line of code and you can test it out. But in case of Python file, a py file, we have to create a separate py file in the PyCharm, and then we have to test. So that is very hectic task to do this thing. If you want to test a single line of code, why we need to create a separate Python file? So Jupyter notebook is giving this kind of facility and feasibility that you can create in single cell, you can write your logic and you can test it out. That is the feasibility is there. Okay, so you can do that. This is the one approach. And also let's understand the environment first, then the coding will be easy. So this is the one approach. Whoever not good configuration of system, don't worry at all. Python doesn't require any good configuration of system as of now, until unless you are not moving towards the any kind of role specific like automation, whatever. ML for sure we need i5 processor and at least 8 GB of RAM at least, and graphic is there, then it's well and fine. If it is not there also, and if you want to do some kind of very high processing, then there is also some options is there in cloud. You can use that. It's a free service is available. You can go to the Google and search for Google Colab. Okay, so Google is giving the facility, Google Colab, and Google Colab, yeah, this is the link, Google Collabority. Just click on this, open a new tab. Okay, so Google Colab notebook will get created. It will take some time based on your internet speed and at all. So in my case already many notebooks are there, but don't worry, we'll create a new notebook. Let me open this only. I will show you. I'll create a new notebook. Why it is not allowing me to create a new notebook? I don't know. So let's see. I'll show you how to create a new notebook. So here, new notebook. I'm going to click on new notebook. So it will open Jupyter notebook kind of interface. Okay. So whatever notebook you are creating, just try to understand the flow, how it is getting, where it is getting stored. Actually, it is storing in your drive itself. So can you see this, my mail ID? This is my mail ID. Okay. So I am going to give this untitled name as a test IPYNB file. Okay. Test IPYNB file. Test IPYNB file. And let me store this and save it. So it is getting saved. And now I will open my Gmail account here. Here is the drive. In the Gmail, you can go to your drive, and here one collab notebook folder will get created. You don't need to create this thing. Automatically it will get created once you will create your new notebook. Okay, so collab notebook folder will get created. Go to there, and here you can check complete thing with which name we had created. It's a test IPYNB file, right? You can search here test IP. It's not coming. Just a minute. Acha. Okay. Why it is not coming? I'll show you. Just a minute. X is equal to 2. Here you have to integrate your drive with this. So how you can integrate your drive with this notebook? So there is an option to click on this files. Actually, it is getting connecting. Just a minute. So it's initializing. Yeah, it connected. And here you can integrate your drive. Can you see this option, mount drive? Are you guys doing parallelly with me? I know this is the bit typical. I am showing you these things for who want to utilize the Google Cloud platform, who don't want to use their own system and don't have that much of configuration. So always go with the cloud. Cloud is the best option to do the practice. And you can operate this Google Colab notebook in your phone as well. So that is always recommendable. Okay, so here is the option to mount your drive. Click on this mount on drive. And here it is asking to connect to the Google Drive. Click on this Google Connect. It is getting connect. Can you see this mounting Google Drive? It will take some time. Okay, so your drive got connected. Can you see this? Your drive got connected, and here you can see complete folder. It's my drive, and in my drive, see these many folders are there. If you can go to my drive itself, in my drive itself many folders are there, and you can go to there. There also you will get a collab notebook folder. Can you see this? Are you guys can see this? All folder, and here you can see test IPYNB file got created. Are you able to see this? Just now we had created, and you can see when it got last modified. Last modified Monday, 9th of August 2021, 9:58, 15 seconds. Are you able to see this? So this file got created and got stored in your collab notebook folder. Okay, so complete cloud you can access. And also, let's suppose tomorrow you want to deal with some kind of file system that I will show you anyway, but I'm just showing you, if you don't have the infra at all, a complete setup, you can use this collab notebook. Collab is giving you shared memory. You can see it's providing you 0.77 GB and 12.660 around 13 GB RAM. It is going to give it to you, and as well as it is providing you GPU as well, GPU plus TPU. So which is completely, I can say 90% user are not using the GPU. You still are in CPU. I have GPU, I have GPU, but yes, if you don't have, then don't worry. Here you can use your GPU. Can you see this? Google Colab at the free cost is providing you GPU and TPU. Okay, so GPU is actually, it's a very recommendable. It's a fast processing. You can access this much of RAM, and you can see it is connecting once again, and it is allocating you shared memory. And make sure it's a shared memory. It's not a dedicated memory. What do you understanding by the shared and dedicated memory? Google Colab is allowing per mail ID 16 GB RAM as a shared memory. So once your processing has been done, Google Colab will revoke that RAM and it will allocate the same RAM to the another users. So you can do the processing. Once the processing has been done, it will revoke your RAM and it will allocate to the another users. So this is known as the shared memory. But what is mean by the dedicated RAM memory? So let me share you dedicated RAM memory. Control BM. Just try to understand the infra part, guys, because this is the very important. NVIDIA SMI. Just try to understand NVIDIA SMI. Name error NVIDIA SMI. name the same spelling. Acha. Just a minute. Same command it is. I don't know why it is not working here. Yes. 1 minute. So that is that command. Same command is working for me. My local system. Achha. Okay. So let me share this first. Okay, guys, can you see this? I will see why this Google Colab, this command is not working. Maybe the GPU is not allocating to allow me this command. So can you see this NVIDIA SMI? So here you can see my NVIDIA configuration. I have GPU actually. I have 1650 Ti GPU is there, and around 16 GB GPU is there available for me with me. So the GPU configuration, you can see CUDA 11.2 is there. Actually, it's the very latest version of CUDA. And NVIDIA SMI, you can see this is the memory, and 19% is getting utilized. And I have 8-core processor. So I don't need to use my Google Colab. Anyway, I have a good configuration of system. But yes, if you are going to deal with any kind of huge processing, huge machine learning algorithm you are going to apply, then always recommend use the Google Colab. It's a best recommendation part. Okay, so there you will get all those things. Let me check this command. Any hurdle to open the Google Colab? Are you guys able to open the Google Colab? Yes, guys. Are you guys able to open the Google Colab? If not, please let me know. I will help you out because this is the important part. Oh, okay. Fine, you guys can do this. You guys can execute your code here as well. And also best part is here, you can write your query, you can write your command here and you can share with me. So whoever sharing you with the screenshot, they can share with me here as well. You can share, you can get the link as well. You can share with me with my personal mail ID. So it's the best way, and it will be stored for your future purpose. It will store in your drive. So it will not go anywhere. So always recommend use the Google Colab. Why you are going to use your resources. Keep your resource for your further uses and try to use the Google Colab. That's the best option. It's a free version, first thing. And you can see this is the RAM and at all, everything is there. You can see it's Python 3 is already installed and we are getting around 13 GB RAM. It's a very good RAM configure. But yes, in future purpose, you will not get this, means this much of RAM is also not compatible. It will not be enough. So you can use the Google Colab Pro. It will charge around 1000 rupees per month. So no need to use, as of now, free is enough, well and enough. Fine. Hope you understood this infra part, how to open the Google Colab at all. Just try after this class. And if you are not able to understand, I will create one separate video for this. How to open the Google Colab and all the setting at all. So it will be helpful. Now, let's come to the point what we were discussing here. We were discussing about the functions. So here we are going to create one string, Rajesh. And here, Rajesh, and if you want to check what is the length of this string, so you can just create this function, and len is this function, inbuilt function of len, and here you can pass this and you can see, can you able to see this? What is it showing? It's showing how many characters are there. Let's suppose you are creating some string like 123@gmail.com. Okay. And here, if you want to check the print len of s, so len function will return you. What is the len function is doing? Len function will return the length of string. Okay, we can use this len function to return the length of the string. Let me make a markdown. Control M-A. Len inbuilt function, and len function will always return the length of the character in the string. Cool hai? So this is that example. Now just try to understand. So I'm going to show you one program. So let me show you with the len function what kind of program you can do. So so we have to write a program to access each character of the string in the forward and backward direction. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to write a program. I got 2 responses of my last assignment. I'll check that. Okay, I couldn't get the time to check that, but tonight I will check and I'll expose these things. And yes, for sure, who have done the correctly, they will get a chocolate. Don't worry. That is my commitment. I'll offer you. So write a program to access each character of string in forward and backward direction. Okay, so what we can do, first thing, we have to take a string, right? So I'm going to take one string. We are learning Python. And after this question, I will give you another question. So how we can check the length? N is equal to len of, I'm going to store in this variable len of s. So it will return me length of this string. And then what I'm trying to do, I have to print in forward direction, right? So what you can do here, I'm going to write, you can use the for loop. I'm using the while loop. You can use the for loop, that no if and else you can use as well. So here I'm going to initialize how to use the while loop, you know very well. Here I'm going to print in forward direction, forward direction, forward forward direction, ctio and forward direction. And here I'm going to check while n is greater than, while n is less than, while I is less than n, I is less than n, print s of I. And slicing also I had discussed in last class. And by default, ind print function will return the ind as a /n. So /n means new line, but I don't want to print in new line. I want to print in a single line. So what you can do, ind is equal to comma. You can write comma, okay? Or else anything. That's well, no worries. So this will, and I have to update the I value as well, right? I plus equal to 1. Fine. So let me check this. Can you see this? I am able to print we are learning Python in forward direction. Cool hai? Fine hai. Now instead of comma is something weird. Yes, we are learning Python in forward direction. Now what I'm trying to do, I want to do in backward direction. Okay. So what you can do, just try to type print print backward direction. And here what we can do, while again we have to initialize the I value, I is equal to -1, and we have to increase the while loop, right? So whl while I greater than equal to -n. Why this one? Because whatever length will be there, so we all know the slicing operator, right? So how it is getting work, let's suppose we have a string s is equal to Rajesh. And here, if you want to print h, how we can print this? S of -1, right? So it will print me h. So we have to start from the last. This is the index. The h index is -1. S index is -2. E index is -3. Like this, it will flow. So what I'm trying to do here, I am trying to start my I value from -1 and -1, then -2, then -3. Likewise, we have to move. Then only it will print HSE. Though you can do in this way as well. If you want to do, there is another way as well. So you can do like this, but I want to show you the conventional way with the looping concept. So what I'm trying to do here, here print S of I. And can anyone tell me what will be the updated condition here for I? Anyone? -1. Then only I will be -1, then -2, right? We cannot add. -1 में -1 add करेंगे, then only we'll get -2. -2 में -1 add करेंगे, then only -3. So this flow will work until unless n का value तक नहीं पहुंच जाता, right? So yes, okay. What is the mistake here? Can anyone tell me? This is always printing in new line. So what you can do, end is equal to comma. And now you can see we are learning Python. Acha. Okay, fine. So here you can do print. So it will create a new line. Now, can you see this? In forward direction also we are able to print. We are learning Python, and in backward direction, whoever want this, they can check these things, right? And but are you guys able to understand what we did? Now my question is coming to you. Yes. Now the thing is that we are able to reverse this, but I don't want to reverse in this way. I want to reverse as per the words. So Python will come here, then learning, then R, then B, not characters. Only words should get reversed. So how to do this? Let's understand that as well. So for that, we are going to learn strip function. So what is the strip function? Okay, so before that, I think membership function is missing. Okay, first understand the strip function. So first try to understand the strip function, how it is getting work strip function. So there is a three kind of strip functions are there. One is R strip, L strip, and normal strip. What do you mean by the R strip? As its name is suggesting, R strip means what? R strip is nothing but write strip. It's known as RIGST, write strip. I'll tell you what do you mean by the strip. L strip means strip means left strip. Let me remove this, hide this. Basically, this is creating a big issues. ठीक है, left strip. And normal strip is normal strip. Okay, just try to understand. So strip का मतलब होता है, let's suppose we have a S, ठीक है, and here we are going to take input with the user. Hey users fellow, please enter your bloody name. Hey users fellow, please enter your name. My bad, enter your name. ठीक है, user will enter the name. ठीक है, and now I am checking print. What I am checking? Print length of S. ठीक है. So now just try to understand. User is passing, my name is Rajesh. What is the length? 6. Okay. Let's suppose user is passing Rajesh. Now, what is the length? 19. Is it 19 characters is there? No. But still I am getting 19. But user doesn't know what is the meaning of space. Due to that space, I am getting 19 character, which is not good. So what we can do, my requirement is that I have to capture only characters, not the spaces. So we can use this R strip or L strip. So how this R strip and L strip is getting work, just try to understand this way. R strip and L strip will remove the spaces from the left side and from the right side. So if you are going to use the R strip, then R strip will remove R strip will remove the spaces from the right side. Okay, so let me show you this first. So here, what I'm trying to do, s is equal to s dot r strip r strip, ठीक है, right side. Okay, so now I will pass Rajesh and I am putting space, multiple spaces. Now if I'll check this, can you see this 6? But if I'm not using this, so now if I'm pasting Rajesh and I'm putting space, it is showing 14. So which is not correct. But if I'm giving the R strip, it is removing spaces from the right side of the string. Are you able to see? But let me execute once again. I am putting left side of the spaces and I am giving the name, and it is not recognizing left side spaces, right? R strip stands for right side ka spaces ko strip karna. But if you want to remove the L strip, what you can do, left side ke strip ko, so you can use the L strip and here it will remove left side ka spaces. Right? Are you guys able to understand, correlate the things? What is the meaning of R strip and L strip? Now just try to understand, copy this. If your requirement is like this कि space कहीं भी हो, left side में हो, right side में हो, क्योंकि user को नहीं पता, right? So नहीं दिख रहा. My screen is not visible. Is it? Can anyone please confirm that? It is visible, right? I can see. Whomever is not visible, please check your internet connection then in that case. Acha. Chalo. So here user doesn't know, right? User knows, okay, I can put space and something blah blah blah, it should work. And here it is giving 22 character, which is not correct. So you have to remove left side ka space and right side ka space as well. So what you can do, just try to understand, huh guys? Just remove this L and strip function will strip from the left side as well as right side. Okay, so let me show you. Can you see this? Is it very awesome, right? So you can remove from the left side as well as right side, then you can use the strip function. Any doubt in this? So how to remove the spaces at all? No doubt? Cool. Cool. Now we'll understand the membership operator. Okay, just try to understand the membership operator. R strip is completed. Okay, so let me create one markdown. Keep this notebook as a future reference whenever you are going for interview. Anyway, we are going to launch one app. So in that app, all the things will be at the same place. We are going to create all those things. So whenever you are going for interview, just explore that app. You will get everything. So strip function. So this is the strip function. Now we are going to discuss about the membership operator. I guess this I already discussed, but yes, as a point of curriculum, I have to discuss once again whenever the things will come. So we are going to discuss about the membership function, how the membership function is getting work. So first thing, let me show you. Let's suppose we have a S is equal to Rajesh, and I want to check कि whether K in Python is too easy. To be honest, guys, Python is as much as easy how you learn your native language. Whoever from the BR Bengal, they easily learn, right? So similar Python is that. See, can you see this syntax K in S? So it's simple. कि क्या K S में है, like this. So it is saying false, right? So K नहीं है. So let me show you some character which is available in K S. So here अगर मैं K के जगह पे कुछ और कर देता हूँ R. Can you see this is showing true? So this is all about the membership function. Let's suppose some kind of interrogative sentence we are going to put, like negative. So here I'm going to give R is not in S. Syntax error is there. Anyway, this syntax is not correct. I guess not in is not be there. That's a deprecated sentence. Yes, this is the correct syntax of that. So can you see this? So I am checking कि R S में नहीं है, so it's saying false. Why it is saying false? Because R is there. That's what it's saying false. But if I'll check the K, if I'll check the K for K, whoever are thinking, it's a very simple. Coming the questions, don't worry. So simple से ही tough हो जाती है. These are the elementary things are there. With that, complex thing will come into the picture. Correct. So now, so this is all about the membership function, and similarly comparison of the string also you can do. So many times we are doing the comparison functions. So actually I have to do the restarting of my system. It's getting hanged. Anyways, comparison of the string we'll discuss. So what I'm trying to do, we are going to take a two string with the user. Hey user, please enter one string. So how we can take the user input? Allow me 2 minutes, guys. I'm coming. Wait. So we are trying to compare two string. We have one string S1 input. Enter your first string. ठीक है? Enter your first string. FIRST first string. ठीक है? User will enter the first string. We are going to check the another string input. Enter your second string. ठीक है? My God. Enter your second string. And we have to compare these two strings. So what I'm trying to say, if both the string are equal, S1 equal to S2, ठीक है? So I will print both strings are equal. Print both the strings are equal. ठीक है भाई? Any doubt? Now I will check if elif S1 is less than S2, मतलब S1 is smaller than S2, right? Means print S1 comma is smaller than, you can use the F stringing. I had already discussed about the F string concept, right? So is smaller than S2. ठीक है? Now I will put the same condition. ये वाला greater than S1 is greater than S2. ठीक है? Let me execute this. And here I am passing Rajesh, and it's saying, S2 is not defined. Acha, my bad. Here I am saying, if you are doing some mistake while coding, you are learning. Okay, so do mistake, whatever mistake you want to do. So can you see this? Both the strings are equal. And here again, ASCII code concept will come into the picture. Like if you are passing Rajesh and if I'm passing capital RAJESS, which string is bigger? Small wala ya capital wala? Rajesh is greater. Why? Because small ABCD is getting start with 97, if I'm not wrong. And capital ABCD ASCII code is getting start with the 65. So obviously 97 is greater. That's what it is saying. Small Rajesh is greater than capital Rajesh. Okay. So this is the comparison of the string. You can do the comparison as well, right? And removing the spaces at all, I had already discussed. Now, finding the substrings. Okay, so there are some functions are there. I always used to focus on the string part. I used to take a 1 or 2 classes to for the understanding the strings at all, because we are going very randomly, and as a point of interview question, string is the major part. To be honest, guys, if interviewer is there and he is well known of the coding, he never forget to ask any question, any 2 or 3 questions from the string. Okay, so to be honest, string is the very important part. And if you know if you are good in string, come and join me as a point of interview. At the point of interview, you will feel where you are standing. The string is very, very important here. So you have to focus more on string. So finding the substring, we are going to do finding the substring. So we can follow the FORD method actually to find the substring. We can follow the FORD method. Number one, for forward direction, we can use the find an index function. Find an index that, let me put something, a dot. Here we can give b dot. ठीक है sir. Second function. For backward direction, we can use 2. For the backward direction, we can use r find and r index function. R find and r index function, a dot b dot. Okay, and let's understand these things first. I think you guys can understand, right? Fine. So first try to understand find. So here, how it first try to understand the find function. Okay, number one, find function we are going to discuss. How the find function is getting work. So find function return the index of the first occurrence of the given string. First occurrence. Just try to focus on this word. First occurrence of the given. Let me write this as well. So index function, find function return the index of the first occurrence of the given substring. So let me write this. So let me give the example. So here is the one string is the s is equal to, we are learning Python. We are learning Python, and if you want to check print s dot find, we are checking s dot find. Here we have to pass Python. Can you see this? 16. Why it is showing 16? And also I'll make something with Python is very easy language. And if you can able to count the index of Python, can anyone count this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's what it is returning 16. Find function will always return first matching node, first matching of the Python. Though Python is here as well, but it is not checking this part. It is only checking this first Python. That's what I wrote. Return the index of the first occurrence of the given substring. This is my substring, and it is okay. Let's suppose, chalo. Let's suppose if I'm trying to find some kind of substring which is not available in my main string. So what it will return? Java. Can you see this? If the substring is not present in your main string, it will always return -1. So let me write this sentence as well. If your substring is not present in your main string, then it will return -1. ठीक है sir? So any doubts? So if element will be present, then it will return, otherwise it will return -1. ठीक है? हाँ. So there is one more approach is there. If you, it will always return the first matching node index, but you don't want to say first index. You want to specify some kind of index key between these two, this index only you have to find the Python. So that is also you can check. You can mention here basically. So let me show you that as well. Here, what you can do, here you can specify the index, like 16 is there, right? So here आप specify कर दो 17 और यहाँ specify कर दो 25. So I think yes, this is the okay. 17, this is 16, it is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. अच्छा 25 के बीच में नहीं है, right? So that's what it is. 36 कर दो. So can you see this? So I am saying कि 17 के बाद 17 के बाद आप चेक करो कि कहाँ पे पाइथन मिल रहा है. तो it is returning me second वाला पाइथन, not first वाला. So you can specify end start point and end point as well. So wherever you want to match, but it's not recommendable at all. Find function, just remind, always return first matching node from your main string. But if you want to check that things, then you can check. Now there is one more method is there, index method. So what do you mean by the index? Index. ठीक है, चलो समझते हैं index method. Any doubt, guys? Am I going very fast? What about the pace? Just try to give me the pace because I want to go with everyone. It should be whoever super talented, they also can grab, and whoever not that much of that pace. I know everyone is the unique facilities are there, professionalities are there. They are not from the IT background. I always respect to the everyone. So guys, please tell me if you are feeling that my pace is very high, then please tell me. Feel free to tell me. It's not like that I have to go with everyone, right? So just tell me how what about the pace? Is it going very fast? It is going very slow, or it is okay for everyone? Yeah, anyone? Oh, am I audible, right? Yes, fine. Fine. Is it okay, right? I'm talking about the pace. Pace means speed. Speed kaisa? Is it not like that, right? I'm going very fast, or it is going over your head, something. It should not be the case, right? If it is the case, then please do let me know in advance. Because whenever I will start, once I will complete my Python, I will give you a Python assignment. Okay? And once the Python assignment, I will give it to you, then you should not say, blame me, I went very fast or something so that I couldn't grab these things, because I feel here 10 students are there. So out of 10, only 1 or 2 are sending me assignment. Means out of these 5 to 6 members are not taking these things as a seriously. So for them, I'm just requesting you guys, nothing is going to be happen with me if you are not sending me this assignment. Okay? So please take it as a serious way. And you are not a kid so that I can do the spoon feeding to you guys. You have to take it serious, right? And then only you can learn it out. Without taking serious, it's not a way. So after completion of these things, we will start building our own APIs. So then in that case, you cannot mug up anything, right? So APIs is nothing but it's a kind of method only. So if you know the elementary functions, elementary thing, then building up logic will be easy for you only. Okay? So anyways, you just take it out. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. So now we are going to discuss about the index method. So index method exactly same as the find method only. find method, find method except that if the specified substring is not available, then it will get the value adder. What is the, very important thing is there, what is the difference between the point of interview question? What is the difference between the index method and find method? देखो, find में अगर सबस्ट्रिंग नहीं मिलता है तो it will return -1, yes or no? Yes. बट इंडेक्स के केस में अगर आप ऐसा सब स्ट्रिंग डालते हो विच इज नॉट प्रेजेंट इन योर मेन स्ट्रिंग, देन इन दैट केस इट विल थ्रो एन वैल्यू एरर. ठीक है, सो लेट मी राइट दिस स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, सो लेट मी शेयर विथ यू दिस थिंग्स फर्स्ट. I will not extend this today's class more, don't worry. Index Python, it is returning 16, but if I will pass here as dot index, and here if I'll pass Java, it is throwing value error, substring is not found. Are you getting my point? Both the things are doing the same way, but find function is not throwing any kind of error, but index function will throw an error if your substring is not present. Making sense? ठीक है. So now the question is, okay, how many of you want to take a challenge now? It's a 5-minute challenge is there. So what you have to do, is find, everything. Okay. So now you have to write a program to display the index of all the matching character present in the substring. I'll show you the example. Let's suppose आपने पास किया है A, B, C, A, D. Now आपको ये बताना है कि A का इंडेक्स कितना है, लाइक 0, सेकेंड A का इंडेक्स है 1. सो सारे मैचिंग नोट का A का, सिर्फ A का. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सिर्फ A, नॉट B, सिर्फ A. सो वेयर एवर द A विल गेट, हाँ, whatever you can use many technology, that is not a way, that is not a question, but whatever things is in our plate right now, so with that only you have to use. That is the challenge. है ना? Are you guys able to do? Shall I explain you how to do? चलो करते हैं. Okay, bookmark my pin my this blackboard. I'm going to give you a hint. I'm not going to write a complete code because you guys are well enough now to write a code. ठीक है, पहला काम करो क्या, करो, आप यूजर से इनपुट लो. ठीक है, are you guys able to take a input with the user? Take a input. ले सकते हो इतना? ठीक है. देन यूजर से सब स्ट्रिंग मांगो. ठीक है, सब स्ट्रिंग कि कौन सा स्ट्रिंग आपको मैच कराना है. टेक सब स्ट्रिंग. आई वॉन्ट यू गाइज टू राइट अ प्रोग्राम. ठीक है, और एक फ्लैग बना लो यहाँ पे. फ्लैग इनिशियली इसको सेट करके रखो फॉल्स. ठीक है, फ्लैग को फॉल्स करके रखो. ठीक है, एंड यहाँ पे क्या करो, पोजीशन एक ले लो, सेट कर लो, पोजीशन इज इक्वल टू -1. एंड व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू, सो हियर यहाँ पे आप लेंथ ले लो. अरे पूरा ही प्रोग्राम लिख देंगे. जो भी स्ट्रिंग ये डाल रहा है उसका लेंथ कैलकुलेट कर लो. यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट द लेंथ. ठीक है, थर्ड स्टेप में. फोर्थ स्टेप में इसको आइटरेट करो. ये जो स्ट्रिंग आया है इसको आइटरेट करो. ठीक है, सो कैसे करेंगे, व्हाइल कंडीशन लगा दो, फॉर लूप लगा दो, जो भी लगाना है आपको, यू कैन अप्लाई दैट. एंड यू कैन, हाँ, व्हाट यू कैन डू, देखो ये पोजीशन क्या है हमारा -1, तो -1 कौन सा होगा? लेट सपोज आई एम पासिंग वी आर लर्निंग पाइथन इन स्ट्रिंग, यहाँ पे हम लोग पास कर रहे हैं वी आर लर्निंग पाइथन, ठीक है। यहाँ पे पहला हमारा पोजीशन क्या है? -1, तो हम यहां से लेकर के यहां तक में हम चेक लगाएंगे, ठीक है। -1 टू लेंथ जो भी है n जो भी लेंथ आएगा वहां तक हम चेक लगाएंगे कि कहां पे मेरा जो सब स्ट्रिंग यूजर डालेगा वो मैच कर रहा है। तो पहला हम जानते हैं फाइंड फंक्शन विल ऑलवेज रिटर्न द इंडेक्स ऑफ फर्स्ट मैचिंग नोड, तो हमने इसको बताया भैया तू रिवर्स चल, ठीक है। और जैसे ये मिल गया लेट सपोज, सो अभी क्या करेंगे हम लोग, लेंथ हमें मिल गया है एंड लेट सपोज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू, यहाँ पे हम वहां पे उसको पोजीशन डाल देंगे और यहाँ पे पोजीशन में हम लोग ओके डू द कोडिंग ओनली, सो इसमें बेटर होगा टू एक्सप्लेन। जस्ट ट्राई टू हैव यू गाइस मार्क्ड बुक पिन माय दिस कोडिंग पार्ट, ठीक है। सो व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू, just take a string s is equal to, then I will give you another challenge, don't worry, I have many challenges, feel that. Enter main string s substring input, enter your substring, ठीक है। just try to understand guys, I know few are of not good in logically, but yes with the time it will happen, it will works, okay. And I had given some kind of pattern programming also, I don't know how many have done, two response I got, I haven't checked that, I will check tonight, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning. So यहाँ पे क्या सेट कर दो आप, एक फ्लैग बना लो फॉल्स का, इनिशियली इट विल बी फॉल्स, एंड यहाँ पे एक पोजीशन लो, हम रिवर्स चलेंगे, पोजीशन इज इक्वल टू -1। सो यहाँ पे आप क्या करो, लेंथ ले लो जो भी यूजर डालेगा, लेन ऑफ एस डालो, ठीक है। और उसके बाद क्या करो, आप एक वाइल लूप चलाओ, वाइल लूप चलाओ एंड इसको ट्रू करो पहले। सो वाइल ट्रू TRUE, अभी हम क्या करेंगे, पोजीशन लेंगे, पोजीशन कहां से कहां तक में फाइंड करना है हमको, पोजीशन इज इक्वल टू s डॉट फाइंड, हमको क्या फाइंड करना है बॉस, हमको फाइंड करना है सब स्ट्रिंग, इज इट, हमको सब स्ट्रिंग फाइंड करना, किस में फाइंड करना है, s मेन स्ट्रिंग में, तो यहां पे डाल दो तुम सब स्ट्रिंग, ठीक है। और कहां से कहां तक फाइंड करना है, यहां मेन स्ट्रिंग -1 से लेकर के इसके लेंथ तक को फाइंड करना है, तो क्या करो आप पोजीशन, समझना इसको पोजीशन, सो पहला काम करो, पहले -1 रखो, फिर मैं समझाता हूं, कॉमा n, यहां तक समझ में आता है, एनी डाउट, फ्रॉम -1 टू एंड तक, मतलब शुरू तक हमको फाइंड करना है ये वाला, तो पहला मैचिंग नोड उसको जो मिलेगा उसका इंडेक्स मिल जाएगा, यस और नो, ठीक है। उसके बाद क्या करो, उसके बाद क्या करो, पोजीशन आपको मिल गया है ना, पोजीशन आपको मिल गया, अभी क्या करो, ये -1 अगर आप स्टैटिक रखते हो तो हमेशा क्या होगा, वो ऑलवेज विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर, मतलब लास्ट से स्टार्ट होगा, है ना। तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम इसको -1 नहीं रख करके पोजीशन +1 करते हैं, ठीक है। इससे फायदा क्या होगा, समझो इस चीज को, इससे फायदा मेरा ये होगा कि अभी पोजीशन क्या है, -1 है, तो इसमें क्या हो जाएगा, +1 हो जाएगा, +1 होगा, तो इससे फायदा क्या होगा कि -1, और अगर पोजीशन हमें मिल जाती है, लेट सपोज इफ यू गेट द पोजीशन, तो वहां क्या होगा, उसका वैल्यू अपडेट हो जाएगा 1 से, और -1 बिकम अ 0, सो इट विल स्टार्ट अगेन फ्रॉम 0 एंड इट विल एंड टू द लेंथ ऑफ दिस स्ट्रिंग, ठीक है। और जैसे ये पोजीशन मिल जाता है, जैसे ये पोजीशन मिल जाता है, लेट सपोज इफ पोजीशन विल गेट हियर, इफ POS इक्वल टू -1, if equal to -1, then I am going to break the loop, loop को break कर दीजिए and enter found at position print, यहाँ पे हम लोग print लगा देंगे found at position, अब पोजीशन को अपडेट कर दो आप, और अच्छा से लिखना है तो /t लगा दे। /t क्या करता है दिखाता हूं मैं। ओके, फ्लैग, और फ्लैग को ट्रू कर दीजिए, फ्लैग को ट्रू कर दीजिए। ठीक है, और अगर हमें नहीं मिला, लेट्स सपोज अगर हमको उस पोजीशन में नहीं मिला, इफ flag equal to false, तो हमको प्रिंट करेंगे प्रिंट नॉट फाउंड। लेट मी चेक दैट इट इज वर्किंग और नॉट। एंड हियर मैं बोला वी आर लर्निंग पाइथन, और यहाँ पे मैं सब स्ट्रिंग डालता हूँ पाइथन भैया को। ओके 16 पोजीशन, ठीक है, रुक जा, एक बार फिर से एग्जीक्यूट करना। वी आर लर्निंग पाइथन। How many want to see the debugging, how to debug your code? Would you like to see? And Python is very easy. Very easy to learn. Python. देख रहे हो, ये पहला मैचिंग नोड मुझे 16 पे मिला है, दूसरा मैचिंग नोड 24 पे मिला है। ओके, so /t, why I wrote /t? Because it will put a tab here. Can you see this gap? This is just because of /t. /t का मतलब होता है टैब, ठीक है। If any doubt in this guys, programming, you were not able to understand? No, fine, cool hai. Let me give you then some question and we can wrap it for today. I don't have interest for today to take it. ठीक है, ठीक है, I'll share this assignment regarding for the string. Okay, let me find the, just a minute, Canvas dashboard and string assignment, right? String assignment, Python string assignment. ठीक है, ठीक है, we'll give it to you. I want this kind of pattern programming. Just a minute, Control Shift print screen. I want this kind of, just a minute, let me share the screen. So ठीक है, I'll share the assignment over the mail. Okay, just try to complete it up and we'll meet day after tomorrow with new energy and something. Just try to complete the assignment, guys. Whatever assignment I'm sharing you, please try to complete that assignment. Any doubt in this or any kind of assignment, whatever I had shared with you? If you have, then feel free, ask me. I will help you out and happy to help you. कौन सा वॉइस को करेक्ट। आपने कुछ किया है? शेयर करो स्क्रीन, आई विल हेल्प यू आउट। And to be honest, don't do these things with the mobile. Please try to connect with your laptop first thing. ठीक है, next time से please take care of these things. Take it as a class. It's not like that chit chat we are doing, right? So take it as a class, please. ठीक है, it will be helpful for you only, right? ठीक है, आधे आदमी तो मोबाइल चलाते चलाते व्हाट्सएप का मैसेज आता होगा, व्हाट्सएप पे घुस जाते होंगे, एंड व्हाट्सएप से फेसबुक, तो प्लीज ट्राई टू टेक इट एज क्लास एज इट इज, ठीक है, फाइन, ठीक है गाइस, thank you. With that, I will share this notebook in a while, and recording also will get uploaded within a given time span. Okay, so cool, guys. We'll evaluate your result, whoever had shared with me. So today I couldn't get a time, I'll share with you the response.